Hello everybody, welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to review the horror movie Seven Guardians of the Tomb, a film that stars Bing Bing Lee, Kellen Lutz and Kelsey Grammer, and is a horror movie along the same lines as things like The Mummy and Arachnophobia. Imagine those two movies combined together and you get a bit of an idea of what this movie is about. Now, I'm a huge fan of Kelsey Grammer. Frasier is my favourite sitcom of all time. I've been trying to figure out a way of maybe doing some kind of review of the whole series of Frasier on this channel. So I'm always interested in checking out his work. I think he's a fantastic actor. And I don't think he works enough. I think he should be in films more. So I was looking forward to watching this movie. And essentially what we get with this movie is Kelsey Grammer runs this big pharmaceutical company, this medical company that looks for like miracle cures and things, and he sends this team off to China, I believe it is, to search for some kind of medical miracle cure that's deep in this tomb somewhere. The team goes missing, so Kelsey Grammer goes and finds the head of the team's sister, played by Bing Bing Lee, and basically says, he's gone missing, we need to go and find him, will you come and help? Because she's like an expert in, creepy crawlies and things like that. So she does. He puts this team together that includes Kellen Lutz and others, and they head out there to try and find this missing team. On the way there, they get caught up in this massively dangerous sandstorm that's got fire and things in it. They end up in this abandoned, I don't know if it's like some kind of mining shack village place that ends up leading them down into the tomb. And they learn very quickly that they're not alone. And there's all these like funnel web spiders, and I mean millions of them there. Very, very dangerous, very creepy. And they've got to figure out A, where is this missing team gone? B, how to get out of this tomb alive, surrounded by all these very dangerous and life-threatening, creepy, horrible spider things. And that's the story, really. Don't want to say any more. Don't want to spoil it. Now, if this is your type of horror movie, if you like things like Arachnophobia and Eight-Legged Freaks and you like them horror movies where you go in dark tombs and all this kind of stuff, and you like a healthy dose of cheese, then you might have some fun with this movie. It's a movie that definitely has its fair share of issues and faults, and I'm going to list some of them. I've hinted at one of them. The dialogue is amongst the cheesiest and cliched dialogue I think I've heard for a long, long time. It's really, really bad. It's really dumb at times. They're in the middle of a massive sandstorm. They get inside this building and the first thing one of them does is check see if they've got a signal on the mobile phone. There's other scenes as well. It's almost like the spider bites, when they start happening, have varying degrees of effect. Like one person is bit once on the chest and it's like, whoa, it's really seriously life threatening, and they have to give him 2 doses of this antidote. That's and other times other people are bitten 2 or 3 or 4 times, and they kind of make a much better recovery. So there's some like remarkable recoveries going on, and I think the spider bites are just really there as a storytelling purpose, really. You know what I mean? They don't follow any consistency. But saying that, the spider effects I thought were pretty good in the movie. I thought they were pretty effective. And put it this way, if you're not a huge fan of spiders, you're going to be watching this film, quite a lot of it, from behind the cushions or behind your hands, because there's some creepy moments in this and pretty bone-chilling moments if you're not a fan of spiders. And it's quite humorous at times. They've got like this Australian guy in there who's constantly making wisecracks. Now, some of them hit, some of them miss, but they end up getting really quite tiresome by the end, I will say. And it's almost like, again, one of those episodes of Star Trek when you can, the people with the red shirts on, they've had it, you're the cannon fodder basically. Well, you can figure out fairly quickly in this movie who ain't going to get out of this in one piece. So, you know, there's like, well, you're dead sort of thing. You know, you can easily figure all that out. So it's fairly predictable, is this movie. But I have to say, I had quite a bit of fun with it. It's easy to watch. It's not overly gory or scary, even though it's a bit, you know, makes you shiver a bit if you're not a fan of spiders. And I'm not scared of spiders, but I'm not a huge fan of spiders, so it made me a little bit at times. The villain in the piece is very predictable, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. And if you've seen the trailer, you can probably figure it out anyway. But there's a decent amount of fun to be had with this movie. I'm not going to lie. It ain't going to win any awards. And it's nothing overly special, but it's a decent, well-made picture with some good effects, a decent cast on board here. There's nobody really that stands out apart from Kellen Lutz, who I don't know how he keeps getting work. I know he looks the part, but he can't really act himself out of a paper bag, this guy. But apart from him, everybody else is pretty good in the movie. There's some fun to be had, so yeah, I'll give this a decent 6 out of 10. I don't think you'll really hate it, and you might have a bit of fun with it. So yeah, I think it's worth giving this a go if you like this sort of thing. So thanks for watching, everybody, and please, if this is your first time visiting the channel, please consider subscribing.